Man, we got a playoff classic coming into this weekend. Ooh, this is going to be a good game. What is going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and this is the AAS, All Around Sports. I am your host, Antonio. Today, we are going over, for the third time, these two teams meeting since Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes came in. You got the Kansas City Chiefs going on the road in the playoffs for the first time in Mahomes' career against none other than their arch nemesis, the Buffalo Bills. Man, I saw this coming. Mahomes on the road, being against this team, I saw this game coming. And man, this is going to be a showdown. Because these two sides are really similar, as we have seen from their past playoff meetings. But the question is, who do I have picked and why? So I'm going to be going over reasons why I have which team I have picked. I'm going to be going over what keys there are for the Chiefs and Bills, and also what I'm expecting from the Chiefs to get better at coming into this week. So, two things before we get started. I am a Seahawks fan. As you can tell, I got mass respect for both these fan bases. They are just, whoa. Bills Mafia is going to get loud in that game against Kansas City. I'm going to tell you all that right now. This game is going to be epic because it's Mahomes' first road playoff game of his career. This is going to be epic. But also, second thing before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on that notification bell for day-to-day updates. For now, let's get this thing started. So, I have the Bills picked for this game. So, I'm going to go over these reasons. Number one, you're in Buffalo. One of the most hardest places to play. Not just because of the weather, but because of the fans. Bills Mafia shows up every single game, no matter what. And this Bills team I have had predicted to go to the Super Bowl against the Niners for a while now. I'm going to stick with that until proven otherwise. But again, this is Mahomes' first road playoff game. And he's going to have to be on the road if he is going to get another Super Bowl ring. But this game is going to be interesting because Mahomes is on the road for the first time. And you got a road environment that is going to be as loud as can be. But I'm going to go over the keys for both these teams right now. So, the Bills' keys for the offense is to get the offense, restart. So, my key for the offense of the Bills is to keep the Chiefs' defense on the field as long as they can. Now, the Bills' offense we have known massively for their new and improved run game with James Cook at the backfield. This team is so good when it comes to running. They ran all over the Cowboys, Dolphins, and so many other teams. In fact, they beat Kansas City earlier this season, which was on the road in Arrowhead. So, this is going to be an interesting game, but the offense of the Bills has to keep Kansas City on defense on the field. They need to keep them on the field because everybody knows that this defense of Kansas City has gotten very tough over these last few years. This is probably the best defense that Mahomes has had to work with in his career there, other than last year. But this team is looking really good on defense. But Buffalo's keys for their defense is to force Mahomes to make those mistakes. As we all know, Mahomes and the receivers have not gotten on the same page as of late. They are third in the league in drops. They led the league with most drops at a single point. But this is a big key. if you can get those turnovers, if you're Buffalo, in your home, at Buffalo, in Orchard Park, that's going to get your crowd into it. Because then they're going to be on your side, trying to get that pressure under Mahomes. And this being his first road game against Buffalo in the playoffs, this should be interesting to see how Mahomes and his receivers can square up. Raheem Sneed showed up. Rashee Rice showed up last week in place of one of his receivers, other than Kelsey. But other than that, there's not been any other good receivers. You got Kadarius Toney that was offside last time y'all faced him. Yeah, don't think I forgot about that. Also, Dave and Marcus Valdes-Scantling that has dropped the pass against the Eagles that probably would have won them the game. This wide receiver core is not that good. And I've said this all year long. Kelsey, if you're going to date Taylor Swift in February, that's fine. Not in January, all right? At least wait until you guys are eliminated from the playoffs to do that. So, all right? So, Kelsey, I've been throwing a lot of hate on you all season, and I'm going to continue to do so unless you do something big. But as far as Kansas City goes, their offense is to get for their receivers and other players on the same page. Now, like I said, this team led the league in drops at one point. Now they're third in the league in drops. So, this receiver core, as I mentioned, Rashee Rice, Marcus Valdes-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, McCall Hardman, and then also along with other guys, Kelsey, Watson, and Gray. But this team needs to show up. This receiver team has to show up. Because if you give the Bills an edge in the turnover battle, they're going to take it. Because the Bills are always thriving on the turnovers. They always thrive on turnovers forced by their defense. And this Kansas City team has loads of players dropping balls. In fact, they scored 31 against the Steelers, which also don't have many good receivers. But, of course, I had expected that. And also, the Bills have done super well on defense since getting Von Miller back, and also along with getting Leonard Floyd a part of that team too. But this Chiefs offense needs to show up. As for their defense, the key for them in this game is to keep an eye on Josh Allen. As we all know, Josh Allen is really good when it comes to the run. He ran a 52-yard touchdown run against the Steelers, which he was breaking all their ankles. Did anybody else see that? Let me know in the comment section below if anybody else saw that 52-yard rushing touchdown. I'm pretty sure y'all did, but I just want to be sure. But when Josh Allen has that open gap, he is going to take it. He's like Lamar Jackson. And if you can't stop him, that's not going to work in your favor. Because the Bills thrive on offense and defense. They thrive on both sides. So if you're going to beat the Bills, you, like everybody always says, you got to beat the man to be the man. And if the Kansas City Chiefs lose this game, there's going to be a lot of questions about Kelsey and also along with some of the receivers. If some of the receivers of Kansas City are going to be traded, if some of them aren't going to be going, just to let you know, no way the Seahawks are trading DK Metcalf. I've heard it a lot from a Kansas City fan. No way in heck that's happening. Not in my mind. But anyways, I just want to get that out of the way. And also not JSN. He's a rookie. But I'm just messing with you, Kansas City fans. I'm just messing with you. But if this Kansas City team loses on the road, they are going to have a lot of hay thrown at them all off season. And Jason Kelsey already retired. What if we saw Travis Kelce retire? What if this whole Kelce Swift thing doesn't go out? What if it just doesn't work? Because it's been shown all season long, Taylor Swift being up in the suites. And as we all know, I said this after the Packers game that the Chiefs lost. If you're going to represent your man, if you're going to represent your husband or boyfriend, whatever you like to call him, you need to be down on the field like Simone Biles was for Jonathan Owens. You need to be down on the field, not up in the suite where it's nice and warm. You need to be down there no matter what the conditions are. And that's a message right there for you, Taylor Swift. I know you might be watching this. But anyways, that is my topic for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So long for now.